like spill a secret, and so you physically and then you physically zip your lips, and then you can't tell. Anyway, let's talk about malaphors. Malaphors are my personal favorite form of wordplay because they are wordplay of wordplay. A malaphor is the idea where you take two idioms, metaphors, common phrases that people use, and you mash them together into something completely new. I wrote like an essay on this a while ago that I eventually turned into an edited video, but I'm just going to read you guys some of my favorites because I very, very much enjoy them, and so I have just a shitload of them written down. My personal favorite, just to start with an easy one, make a long story rocket science, is just making a long story much more complicated than it has to be.
Yeah, that works.
Another common one is it's not rocket surgery, or we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. However, there's like a whole rabbit hole here. So, a bird in the hand gets the worm. The road to hell wasn't paved in a day. Be the change that nobody's watching. That's a strange hill to die on, but at least you're dead. He was born with a silver stick up his ass.
Yes.
Hit 2 fans with 1 shit. You can't teach a dog that tricks are for kids. A famous example that a lot of people think are malaphors when they first hear about it, but is like blatantly not, is the Office quote, "Oh, how the turntables." That's just saying a common phrase incorrectly. You're not mixing it with something else. The important part is that you are blending them together. Leave no bird unstoned. It's a great one for the potheads out there. He's marching to the beat of his own meat.
True.
That one I feel like is very useful, actually. Another very useful one that actually has like a good meaning in a non-comedic way is don't judge a camel by the straw that broke its back.
Yeah.
A straw that broke the camel's back and don't judge a book by its cover, shoved together to just be like, hey, don't judge somebody by the worst moment of their life. Like, there's probably a lot more to it. Give a man a duck and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to duck and he won't walk into a bar. Take a chicken across the road and it will get to the other side. Teach a chicken to cross the road and people will ask why for the rest of its life. This may come back to haunt you in the ass. The devil you know is in the details you don't. I think that one's also very useful. Light a man a fire, he'll be warm for the night. Light a man on fire, and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. You're reinventing a dead horse. Being right twice a day doesn't make you a clock. You can't put the lightning back in the bottle. That one's also good. But yeah, there's a shitload of them that I really like. I recommend people look into them. I think they're a type of wordplay that should be more popular because I think they're just really fun. Another good one is word avalanches, but those would be way too long to actually go through because well, I'll explain them, but I'm not going to give any real examples. The basic idea of a word avalanche is to tell a story with as few sounds as possible. So like each word is made up of various different sounds. And the point is to use as few sounds as possible. So not specific words, but the sounds that those words make. If you want, I can Google an example real quick, but it's not super important. It's just very interesting. Look into it. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm very funny.